So welcome back to RC 101's Christmas special. This is the third part. We're going to talk about 4-channel RC helicopters in this part. First, we're going to start off with the MSR, and let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The MSR is a fully functional 4-channel RC helicopter. Use up, down, forward, backward, left, right, spin left, spin right. And this is about as high-end as you can get when it comes to an RC helicopter in the micro variety. It's made by E-Flight. They're one of the top companies out there, and you can pick this up at any hobby store for about $130 or so. It comes with the helicopter, it comes with the transmitter, 2 batteries, it comes with a wall charger, it comes with all the spares that you could possibly need, and I mean, just there's more product support out there for this helicopter than just about any other micro helicopter. So if you need RC parts for it, you're going to be able to find them. It's really stable. You can see it goes up the hull grade there, it goes through the whole thing. This next one here is the PROTO MAX. This is another 4-channel, kind of similar. It's rebranded, and rebranded basically means you take it and it's like selling McDonald's food at Jack in the Box and calling it Jack in the Box, you know. It's a rebranded Solo Pro. It's called the PROTO MAX, and yeah, it's kind of like a MSR, but you can see that little wobble that we have there, and it's not quite as stable, not quite as fast. You know, it's only $40. It is 2.4 gigahertz. It does charge off the transmitter. It doesn't come with a wall charger, and I haven't been able to find one. Supposedly you can use the Solo Pro wall charger for it, but I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, I wasn't too terribly happy with this helicopter. I got this one, actually it came defective. I don't know if you remember that or not.
What was the problem with this one?
It was defective circuit board, actually, for whatever reason. One of the servos was defective, so I had to wait for Great Plains to ship me another freaking circuit board, like 2 weeks, and it took me about a month after ordering the helicopter before I could actually fly it, so needless to say. And this is the MCX here. CX stands for coaxial, just in case you're wondering. M stands for micro, in case you're wondering. The MCX actually picked this up over a year ago, and it's still a fully functional helicopter. It still flies. Forward, back, left, right, up, down, spin. You can see it's not very fast though. Trying my damnedest to get it to go as fast as I can, but yeah, that's really full speed. The newer version of it is supposedly faster, a little bit of modification, but...
What's the newer version?
The MCX2. This would be the MCX1. So it's the MCX by E-Flight, and it's about $100. Let's go back to the MSR here and see some table landings and some quick precision. Yeah, let's go.
And you've had no problems with this one as far as you've had it, you know, everything, you know, the replacement parts and all of that's been pretty good. How long did you say the charge time was?
Battery charge time is about 35-40 minutes from the wall charger, and it's actually got a 4-port charger, so you can charge 4 at once. It comes with 2 batteries, and your flight time on each is going to be about 5 to 7 minutes, so you've got more than enough flight time, and you could get a good half hour's worth of flight time then pretty quickly with, you know, 4 batteries, so. And they're pretty cheap too.
And this one's the fastest of the 3 that we did, right? I mean, from my point of view, it was very difficult to follow at some points because it was just so...
You got some really good shots of it when it was going really fast. I was really impressed with some of your camera work on it. Yeah, it's probably... I haven't done speed tests on it, and I'm sure you could go online and prove me wrong, but it's probably about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Oh, hey, you're online right now. Go, check it out. No, wait, don't leave this channel. Just keep watching this video. The PROTO MAX really can't go quite as fast as the MSR. It's got problems with the flybar. It'll strike into the tail boom.
And that's why it wobbles like that?
The flybar is, yeah, I don't know if that's what's causing the wobble, if it's because it's too stiff or it's because it's too long, but it seems to be a consistent problem.
And it's plastic, unlike most of them that are metal, right?
Yeah, so it's not going to bend. It's this weird wobbly type of plastic, which is very unusual. It doesn't seem very, yeah, it's got a weird downward bend, so it kind of wants to strike the tailbone. Of course, you see the MCX here doing the table hopping as slow as it possibly can, but it's very stable, you know. It's got some good control and it's great for beginners if you've never flown an RC helicopter and you want to get into the hobby and you are serious about it. The MCX is one that most people, you know, should start with. It's 4 channels, so you've got full control over it. It's coaxial, which means you've got 2 rotors spinning in opposite directions, so one's, you know, counteracting the other's torque, so it's really stable by design. Naturally, it's just going to want to sit there and hover.
Right.
Spin it down the hallway.
And how fast do you think this is going? Just a couple of miles. I mean, you know.
Half a mile an hour if you're lucky.
You're right.
Flies backwards faster than it flies forward, so you'll see me flying it backwards a lot more than you will.
I noticed that at home when you do fly it, that you'll definitely fly this one backwards.
Yeah, I don't fly it as often as other helicopters, just because it is just so damn slow.
And you see the difference immediately between the white one and this
MSR,
one. Yeah.
The MSR and the SR stands for single rotor, so micro single rotor, and micro coaxial. And yeah, the MSR is just insanely fast. And it can go really slow too. It's really great when it comes to precision flying. I mean, it's perfect for flying in the house. If you've never flown an RC helicopter before, it's not the first one I would suggest you start with, simply because it can get away from you really quickly and slap into the wall and tear itself apart. So
Definitely very hard to follow and sometimes very hard to control. I mean, it's because of that precision, it's very difficult for, you know, for me as a camera person to know which direction it's going to go
and
next.
the blue canopy, you know, and it's a little smaller than the rest, and it's just so hard to see. But you can see it flying outside there too. Usually you'd have interference problems there flying close to a large electrical train like that, you know. But this is 2010 here, and we're using 2.4 gigahertz. So a micro helicopter can go outside and not worry about crashing to the ground through random radio glitches, which is pretty nice. And of course the transmitter is interchangeable between the MCX and the MSR and other 2.4 gigahertz DSM2 transmitters, so it's really simple to bind it to other helicopters. You don't have to carry around multiple transmitters. The batteries are actually interchangeable between the MCX and the MSR. The PROTO MAX transmitter and the MSR transmitter and the MCX transmitters are not compatible though. So the PROTO MAX will pretty much only fly with its transmitter, and yeah.
And the Proto transmitter has a digital outread, right?
It actually has a nice little digital display on it that it'll tell you the battery life, it'll tell you the battery charge, and speaking of, you do really only get about 2 or 3 charges off the transmitter before you're going to have to replace your batteries. I mean, it seems to just eat through them quicker than I would expect, you know. I mean, you're only using 4 AA batteries to charge this 3.7 volt.
Well, usually they're 6, if not more.
Yeah.
You know, 6 to 8 is what the normal is, so.
You can see that was a nice fly bar hitting the tail boom there, causing it to wreck there.
Right.
Good stuff.
It'll do that a lot. You'll see that.
If you try and push it too hard, it will just knock itself out of the skies. It does have moments of lucidity where it's just, you can see what they're going for, you can see it is stable in reverse, you know, like, for some reason flying backwards it's a little more stable than the MSR, you know. It's about the only thing it really has on it, but not much else. And, just for shits and giggles, here's the MCX in a larger area. Just, oh, so slow, but it's so cute.
And that's it at full speed, right? That's not, you know...
Yeah, as fast as it'll go. And there are some modifications you can do to increase forward flight speed, but they're not simple, easy modifications. You have to be willing to cut and file things, so yeah. When it really comes down to it, it's perfect for the beginner because it's not going to be too fast for you, but if you know what you're doing and you want a fun flight experience, just go ahead and get yourself an MSR. Now when it comes to support the PROTO MAX versus the MSR, you have to look at it this way. You buy a PROTO MAX online, you fly it, you crash it, you break the rotors, you break the blades, you break something, you're going to have to order new parts, you're going to have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks, you know. If you're lucky, if somebody has parts. Now the MSR, you can walk into your hobby shop, you can pick parts up for it that day. They're both about as easy to work on. Replacing this fly bar is, you know, pulling a screw, pulling some links, popping them back on. You know, replacing the receiver in this was, you know, about a 5-minute job. So they're easy to work on, they're easy to replace parts on, but finding parts for a PROTO MAX is going to be a lot more difficult if you can find them.
Right.
Finding anybody that's willing to help you with it at your local hobby shop too is going to be a lot more difficult than an MSR. You can bring this in anywhere, find a million modifications for it, you know. So this is the year of the 4-channel RC micro helicopters. So go out, pick you one up, and have some fun flying. We appreciate you tuning in for RC 101's half-hour Christmas special. Stay tuned for more fun aircraft videos.
Happy holidays.